Good evening. Welcome to After Dinner Pipe and Coffee. Got a severe thunderstorm warning. Had storm apparently heading our way. So I'm going to try to do this quickly. On the front porch. The Bearded Welshman's Ranch. By the way, I'm smoking my Wessex big pipe, big walls, and some Galwith and Hogarth Balkan mixture. So I'm enjoying that. I haven't had that in a little while. And of course, coffee. Black as always. There's chill in the air, like not a chill, but a wind in the air. Bearded Welshman's compound is coming together. Got my American flag out. Put some plants up. Bird feeders are up. Seeing more chipmunks on them than birds. Got some nice neighbors. Been hot though, really hot here in Pennsylvania. So usually when it's hot, hazy, and humid, those are the three things you need for a thunderstorm. Like for fire, you need an ignition point, you need fuel, you need oxygen. Hazy, hot, and humid. And there's thunderstorms. So they're coming along. I don't know. Get some dark clouds over this way, but out behind the house, we definitely got. We need a good soaking. My grass is starting to dry. It was green when we moved in. And I cut it. The people who lived here before us, they had a lawn service, which did a very good job of making the grass very thick and very lush. The problem with that is you have to keep up on that, and you have to water your grass, and you have to take care of your grass, and you have to aerate your grass, and you have to set the settings at the highest. This time of year, you don't want to cut the grass too low because you'll kill it. So I put the mower deck at the highest setting, but we haven't had any rain. We had a couple of drops. I say a couple drops, like 5-minute rain the other day, but it's not enough. Not enough. So some pretty serious clouds working their way over there. So I'm still working on the studio / Bearded Welshman study, trying to get that done. But still putting things away, so it's kind of hard to do. I focused on it one day and got the majority of it done. I just have to do a few more things. Like hang some curtains up, put all my instruments up on the wall. I got wall hangers for my guitars and fiddles and mandolin. I'm going to make it a music room. And I'll record from there on occasion. But it's really nice out now. The sunroom gets really warm because it's not wide open like the front porch. But when it's breezy, it's beautiful out there. Got all our privacy curtains up there. A lot of traffic out here tonight, which is unusual. But it is what it is. Normally, our road is very quiet. I don't even know what time it is. I don't wear a watch in the summertime. When I'm tired, I go to bed. Usually about 8:30. Then I'm up about, I don't know, 5:30. I've got birds, three nests built up in my spouting here off my porch. I gotta get rid of them because they're clogging up my spouting. And that's not good. Gonna have the fence building party tomorrow night. Guys from church coming over. And their wives. We'll have a sprinkler out for the kids to run through, and if they bring their kids, some freezy pops for them. But I gotta get that fence up. And I noticed today, because I haven't been on in a while, we're getting dangerously close. Let me do this. Let me move this. We're getting dangerously close to 1,000 subscribers. And I'll be happy once we get there. Once we get to 1,000 and we maintain that, we're going to have to do the goal. Added a couple more prizes. Coffee mugs. Bearded Welshman coffee mugs. And 2 different pipe racks. So, pipe racks that I don't use anymore. So, I cleaned those pipe racks up. Got them looking really nice. And when it comes time to announce for the goal, we're just going to make it simple. I'm not going to ask for a big, long. I don't want to be looking through videos. Got some prickly heat going on right here. being Mr. EMT, yesterday was lay around and not do much. Because for over a week, it has been nonstop, just hot. Drinking a lot of water, that's mainly all I drink. But doing a lot of work outside once we moved here, and just not getting enough water. I ended up with heat exhaustion yesterday. Couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. And then the medical side of me kicked in. And I remembered, oh yeah, that's how I used to feel on a hot day when I was a firefighter EMT, and you had to wear the bunker gear for prolonged periods of time. You can get heat exhaustion. Even though you're getting plenty of fluids, you're still susceptible to getting heat exhaustion. That's pretty much what I had. So today, took it easy, and then decided to go down to the creek and do some fishing. Caught a couple sunfish. If they were big enough, I would have kept them, filleted them up, fried them in a pan, because they're good eating. Saturday I'm going catfishing. I mean, we're talking big old catties where we go. Big catfish. It's pretty neat. I wish I could turn the camera around. How the clouds, before a storm, the clouds pull up and the sun shines on them and like white puffy. Just a beautiful sight. But that's generally, everything's getting pulled up. It's getting ready to but it's cool to watch. But it's getting grayer out. So I'm assuming we're going to have pretty good downpour. I hope we do. I live not far from the town where I was at fishing today. And please forgive me if I don't name the town. But I live about, I don't know, 15 minutes away. And when I drove into town, it was like the streets were like water puddles. Everything was soaked. They got hit. We didn't get nothing. I mean, they got downpours. We didn't get anything. It all went north of us. So we didn't have a whole lot. Coffee's good tonight. Coffee in the morning. I haven't been doing the coffee at night because it's been so hot, and I've opted for either ice water or a nice cold glass of lemonade, which I prefer much more. But there's a lot of sugar in it, so I limit myself to one. Beetles are all but gone. Get that beetle out of here. I can't stand those Japanese beetles, man. They're everywhere. But I put 2 bags down, and they're good for 8 weeks. And they're filling up. The American flag's starting to blow around a lot more. So that storm's, oh yeah, I can see it coming this way. I wish it was raining because this is a metal roof. It sounds pretty cool. The rain hitting the roof. You hear the morning dove. Yeah, they're out. So I gotta get up and I gotta clean the bird's nest out. My neighbor. I got good neighbors. Nice little town we moved into. Finished up everything last night, the old place. That was it. Oh, there's a little thunder. That was it. Mrs. Bearded Welshman turned the keys in today. Had a cigar with my next door neighbor. One last cigar. And said goodbye to the area I grew up in. Stayed in that area for over 50 years. 50 wonderful years. Lots of memories. Lots of good times. Raised my kids in that area. So, well, as you can tell, don't have much to say tonight because I'm just relaxing, just enjoying it, man. It's so nice not to be sitting in a garage. It's nice to be outside. You know, just enjoying your pipe or your cigar. There's a squirrel climbing the wires. It's going to be some good squirrel hunting this year. So I live right close to a farm. And go get permission to hunt. This pipe's about done. If I wasn't sitting here jabberjawing, it's a big pipe. My Wessex. It would take me a while to get through that. But I'm puffing away and puffing away and puffing away. So. Well, y'all have a good evening. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for all the new subscribers. I appreciate it. Stay tuned. There'll be more content coming out. Things are settling down here at the, we'll call it the Bearded Welshman's compound. Settling down. We're all but done with everything. Got to hang a few curtains tonight. And then I'll be putting out some more content. Try to, anyway. Got a lot of stuff going on, but it's also fishing season, so now it's time for me to get the bass and the sunfish and bluegills and the catfish and get them all filleted up and bagged up, sealed, airtight, put them in the freezer for the winter. Some of them will cook up fresh. But yeah, I wanted to come home and have some fresh smallmouth bass tonight, but or even some sunfish. But the sunfish I were catching, they just weren't big enough. Throw them back, let them grow up a little bit, and then go back another day. Live to fight another day. So y'all have a good evening. I appreciate it. Again, I do appreciate it. Very much so. I'll see you on the next one. Light 'em up.